So let me introduce myself. So actually I have around 13 years of experience and around 10 years of experience in 10 plus years of experience in Cognos. So I have been working in Cognos business intelligence, ReportNet 1.1, that is Cognos 7 series. Then I again into Cognos 8.1, 8.2, 8.3 and 8.4 and now I am working in Cognos 10.1 and 10.2 series. So I have been I am now in my own company for around 2.5 years, and also I have a separate team for Java and PHP. And these are the topics that I will be covering.
Okay.
So in the introduction, there will be introduction. Based upon the user, based upon the candidate, if they want to have some idea about SQL, since we are always dealing with database, data warehouse and database, we need to know the basic SQL, how to write SQL and get the output from the database, all those things. So I will cover basic SQL. I will show you how to create a database, how to create a table, and then introduction about data warehousing. So what is data warehouse? What are the things we need to have in the data warehouse? Why we need to go for data warehouse? What is OLTP? Some terminologies like what is OLTP? What is a OLAP? What is a dimension? What is a fact? So these are the basic things that we need to know before going into a project. What is a star schema? What is a snowflake schema? What is a drill through? What is a drill up, drill down? So these are these are all theory parts. So nothing to do with the practical. These are all theory parts to get some knowledge about the concepts and idea about the data warehouse. Cognos connection, I will explain you the Cognos connection. After that, Query Studio. We have multiple studios in it. Query Studio, Report Studio, Analysis Studio, Event Studio, then Framework Manager, and some advanced things and other topics like Active Reports, Cognos Workspace Advanced, all those things will be there in advanced topics. Okay. So this is the topics that I will be covering. I will also have some detailed learning process document. Okay, so this is the learning process document which will have something more in detail by topic wise, each and every topic wise. Okay. So this Cognos connection, what are the things I will be covering? So these are the things that I will be covering. After this will take around one session. 1 or 1.5 session, something like that, around 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
After this session, I will give you some exercises. So there are around 10 exercises. These are very, very basic things, very, very small exercises, easy exercises. So you can do these exercises. If you do these exercises, you will be able to understand all the things, most of the things in Cognos connection. So that is the purpose of this exercise.
Okay.
Okay. So for each topic, I will have one exercise. That is one set of exercises, around 10 exercises for Cognos connection. After completing Query Studio, this is the detailed syllabus. So insert column, what are the things, all the topics, all these topics I will be covering. And after that, I will be giving you all these exercises, around 4 to 5 exercises. Okay, so when you do this exercises, you will be familiar with that particular studio, that is Query Studio. That Report Studio. So Report Studio is the most important thing you need to know. For example, Query Studio is a tool. It's a simple tool, so that this tool is designed in such a way that the end user can create their own reports. So no professional or technical knowledge is required to create reports in Query Studio. For example, a sales representative is there. So he can himself create their own reports. With minimal knowledge of Cognos and minimal training, 1 or 2 days training, he can create their own reports. That is the purpose of the Query Studio report. So it will be very, very easy. But Report Studio is a part where we will be working. So as a report author or a report developer, we will be almost working on Report Studio. So out of my 10 years career, around 80 to 85% of my work, I have been working only in Report Studio. Another 10 to 15% in Framework Manager.
Okay.
Framework Manager and Report Studio. So reports, if we know Report Studio, we can easily do things in Query Studio. We can easily do things in all other studios. So it will be very easy for all other to work in all other studios if you know Report Studio. Okay. So I will Report Studio sessions will go for some time long, maybe around 10 hours or something like that. Based upon the flow, we will go for around 10 hours. That is 5 to 6 sessions. Okay. So I will cover more detail in Report Studio. After that, I have some exercises. So I can you can do these exercises, and I also have some additional topics. After completing the basic things in Report Studio, we can go to some advanced topics, something extra, more than the basic things. So we can see all those advanced topics in Report Studio. Okay. So after completing this, we can go to Framework Manager. So in Framework Manager is a place, it's a tool where we create the packages. So first, this is a tool. I will explain you. I will show you the screens and I will explain you how the screen will look like, all those things. So this is a package creating tool. We need to import the database from the data warehouse, and we will do implement all the logic. We will create relationships. We will create the package and we will publish the package to Cognos. Okay. So based upon the package only, we will be able to create all our reports. So everything first we need to do in Framework Manager, and after that the package will be published. Then using that package only, we will be able to create reports using Report Studio, Query Studio, Analyst Studio, whatever studio we have. We can create reports based upon the package only. So I will explain you the Framework Manager. I will also explain the Analyst Studio. Analyst Studio is also a simple tool. Analyst Studio and Event Studio. These are all the simple tools. So if until then we no need to write any queries, any like page-wise, any syntax or codings. We don't want to write complex codings, all those things. Just we want to use the tool and we can write the expression. There will be some if statement, case statement, some logic. We need to implement the logic. So we have only space to include our conditions, logics, all those things. So it will be simple only. We are using only the tool to create our reports. So for each topic, I will be giving some exercise. Okay. So these are small topics. So I will be giving some small exercises. Okay. So the other topics are, so after this, I will go to Cognos 10 series, Cognos 10.2.1 series. We have something more that is extra in Cognos 10.2 series. In 8.4 to 10, we have something extra. So I will cover what are all the things that we have, new features of 10.2. We have something called active reports. We have something called workspace advanced, all those things. So these are all the 3 new features that we have in Cognos 10.2. So if you understand Report Studio, these things are very simple. Okay, these workspace and workspace advanced are also very simple tool, which is the purpose of designing this tool is to create the dashboard by the end user itself. The end user can create their own dashboard themselves. That is the purpose of this tool. So it is very easy. It is very easy to learn this to all those additional topics in 10.2.